Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Phamily Shucks, and welcome back to another episode of Clash of Clans. Now, there is going to be 2 offensive and 1 defensive replay in this episode. However, I do just want to show you guys a quick update around my base and also tell you guys what's going to be going on this week and also next week. So, going back to the base, you might be noticing that I am using a base that I reviewed in my most recent subscriber base review, and I won't go much into detail about it except that it is a really good base for the time I've been using it, and also this is an anti-hog base, even though it might not look like it at first glance. And another thing you guys might be noticing is that I am trophy pushing. I'm at Master 3, 2600 trophies. Now, the reason I am trophy pushing is because 1, I want to pre-push for Form Elite, which I am participating in, which is going to be occurring next week. And if you guys don't know what Form Elite is, I don't really want to explain it except that it is a forum competition. You can read more about it on the forums. It's a pretty big thread. It's pretty easy to find. You can just look in the general section and you'll find it. And this leads into my next topic, which is going to be that I'm going to be starting a new series now, and that's going to be called Barching to 3000 trophies. Now, even though I got a head start, I only need 400 trophies left. However, this is going to be a challenge, guys. I'm using Barbarian and Archers in the Masters League and possibly going up to Champions League. So that's a pretty big challenge, especially for Town Hall 9. I've seen very few amount of people barch to 3000 trophies or 3200 trophies, and I kind of want to be one of those people. So this is going to be a challenge. I hope you guys stick with me through this whole journey, and I'm pretty stoked for this. I hope you guys enjoy this. So that is the announcement of my new series, and that's basically it. Barching to 3000 trophies. Let's go, and let's just get on to the replays. So I forgot to mention to you guys that I've been straight barching for 2 days now, starting from the trophy count of 1600. So I have been trying to get back into the groove of me barching again. I have barched at high levels before, so I'm just trying to get back into the groove of those things and how to deploy my troops and stuff like that. But my whole attack log is just basically filled with 1 stars, 2 stars, and the occasional 3 stars if I find a Town Hall 7 or Town Hall 8. And it's been pretty tedious. I'm sometimes scared to log off even though I'm at Master 3, because 1 defensive loss can just mean 3 or 4 attacks down the drain, because I average around 9 trophies per raid using Barch, going for that 1 star and stuff like that. But enough of me just rambling, and let's head on to this defensive replay by Pingfao. And you can just see BJ, while I was talking, just takes a good chunk of Pingfao's base out, and he just comes away with a good amount of loot, 2,300,000 of each basically, and 3,800 of Dark Elixirs, so that is a ton. And now he's just deploying his Clan Castle troops to try and get that 50%, and then he also deploys his heroes and his Archqueen and Barbarian King. Probably try to get that last gold storage. However, his Barbarian does fail and goes around the base. So that pretty much wraps up this raid, this defensive replay, and we'll just head on to my defensive replay, which I got recently, and this is probably going to be the base I'm going to keep on using until I hit 3,000 trophies. So that comes to a close of this defensive replay. He gets 10 trophies and a chunk of loot, and then just ends the battle. But now we are heading into my own defensive replay, and as I said previously, that this is a anti-hog base, and this guy, he uses a ton of hogs. He uses, I don't remember, he probably like 30 or 40 hogs, and he just starts off by taking out my Barbarian King, uses the Archqueen to draw him out, and then places some wizards down, and then he immediately places his hogs without checking my Clan Castle troops. Now as he places them down, he has this poor placement of his spell, and then his hogs divide. Now the bottom group of hogs will die of those giant bombs and all of those pointy fences attacking them. So the majority of this raid relies on this top hand group, which is attacking, going through. He's mostly deploying his spells because he knows that that lower group will die off pretty quickly. So he's mainly focusing all of his spells on this top group. So his hogs are slowly working their way around the base, while my Expos are safely inside the core, firing upon these hogs one by one, taking them out very slowly. And then all of a sudden my Archqueen gets triggered, and she's basically the one who helps speed up the process of taking out these hogs, as well as with the help of my Clan Castle minions. So the final hogs go down, and that basically just leaves these wizards and also his level 10 Barbarian King, which basically does nothing. All it does is attack walls, and they get taken out pretty easily with the Expos and also with my Archqueen safely behind the walls, and I get 15 trophies and he fails with 40%. And let's just head on to the last and final raid, with a ton of loot. This is my attack with the Barbarian Archer strategy. This was when I was pretty close to Master 3. I was probably around 2580 something. No, yeah, 2580 something, and I just found this gold mine right here, literally gold mine. He had 350,000 gold and 400,000 elixir and 4,000 dark elixir, and that's crazy. So as you saw before, I lured out the Archer Queen and also the Barbarian King. However, when I placed down my clan castle troops, I forgot that the Barbarian King was still making his way across the map to that corner which I lured them out to, so I ended up only killing the Archer Queen, and his Barbarian King still roams around. He does end up being a bit of trouble later on in the raid because as you can see right now, I'm trying to take him out. However, because of his defenses, it does take quite a while, so I get kind of frustrated. But overall, I do end up taking all of the loot right now, and it just comes down to the dark elixir and getting that 50%. So it does come down kind of close to the wire with the help of my Archer Queen using the invisibility cloak. And guys, the invisibility cloak and the hero abilities are so OP now. It's going to make Barbarian Archer strategy a little bit easier. So now I'm at 45%. I'm trying to take out that dark elixir drill. There's 3, one on this side, there's another on the far side, and the one on the top left hand side. So I do end up taking out this dark elixir drill right here. I was trying to scan around first, trying to find a way which side to attack, and I noticed that this side had the weakest side. Basically, it had a short-ranged wizard tower and only one cannon, and it also had an upgrading Tesla, which came to my advantage because it was basically a dead building and it was basically a free building, so that way it made it an easy way to take out that defense or that building without any harm done to my troops. So right about now, I still have full spells with me, and I have my Archer Queen. So then I place her down, use the invisibility cloak right away, let her take out that cannon, and then take out that Tesla, and then this raid is done from here. So I end it right as the mortar is about to hit her, and I come away with 8 trophies, tons of loot, and that's about it for this episode. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Peace.